Okay then, Mining Simulator 2 has just released their new Christmas event, so with that being said, let's go over what's new. There's a new event world that has a brand new currency being bells. You can get the new currency by mining for the new ores, or you can go to the houses that are scattered around the entire area. And along that, there are 3 new eggs, and there's a new shop that lets you buy Lucky Boost and a new Santa Pufferfish pets. And this is only part 1 of the event, so we can probably expect some more updates over the next few weeks. But really fast, in the last video, I gave away a Dominus Aries pet, which this was the winner, but I also wanted to mention that I'm probably going to be putting the giveaways on hold for a few videos because I've run out of pets that I think people would be interested in. Okay then, first things first, we should probably get some of the new pets, okay then, so I actually went around the houses just to like get a little bit of currency. I'm going to turn off all of the auto delete because as long as we can have a full party of pets for this like specific area, will be pretty good, so even commons will be pretty good. Also, I should mention as well, I'm not really sure why there's no music. It seems to have broken because it won't load. And yeah, we didn't really get that many of the pets because we didn't really have that much currency, and the egg is 15k, so I mean, hey, this is finally okay. These are really weak though. Do we actually one-shot this block? We don't. Okay, how about this instead? We don't use this. We go back to the overworld to equip my strongest team, and then we just swap to those pets whenever we go sell. Yeah, I think this is good enough, okay then. So with that being said, let's just go ahead and one-shot all of the snow now. Let's go down to the bottom layer, which apparently there are 6 new layers, and we'll see what the new best ore is. Okay then, it looks like the highest health snow blocks is 450,000, which is a pretty good amount. I think we've had higher low in the past, so it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, but it's not like the best way. And it looks like the best all you can get right now is the Blizzardite, which is 650,000 bells, and then the second best is Candy Canes with 250,000 bells. But with that being said, let me quickly go ahead and equip my best, which will give me all of my best bell currency pets, and now we can go sell. And how much bells am I gonna get? Almost 50 billion, okay then. Fortunately, that isn't like enough to grind overnight with, but it is enough to like let us grind this lunar egg quite a bit, just to actually get even better pets with even better bell currency multipliers. Okay then, I ended up lying. I didn't realize that the lunar egg, the best egg in this update, is only 3.5 million bells, so yeah, I can actually grind probably like a few nights, so that's pretty good. But also, I went to check, I can go ahead and buy 4 Santa Pufferfish, which I'm not going to make shiny right now because we can still use the 4 base forms versions to grind more bells, because we might as well go for like as many like few hundreds of millions or billions as we can before we start grinding, just so that we're prepared for the next 1 or 2 updates. I don't know how many parts we're gonna have for this event. Well, I already went ahead and made the Santa Pufferfishes at level 20, so now I have 4 really good pets with really good bill multipliers, 3.3k on all of them, which is why I don't want to make them shiny. I'd rather have 4 pretty darn good pets rather than 1 really good pet that probably won't give me as good as a multiplier of having 4 of these. So yeah, with that being said though, I already went ahead and deleted all the commons because we don't need them anymore. Why do I need the commons when I got some absolutely insane pets? But with that being said, let's start grinding the eggs and try and get all of the shiny legendaries. Okay, we're back. We finally have gotten every pet. Okay, let's just quickly go ahead and claim all of our rewards from the index, and we've also done all of the shiny ones. Fortunately, didn't actually get any of the secret ones, but that's fine because we're probably going to get an egg. Actually, probably later the day by the time this video goes up. So the reason why it took me so long was because, yeah, as you can tell, I don't have like 50 billion. I now have 50 trillion because I spent a couple of days. Unfortunately, I didn't even get 1 of the rarest legendary because I didn't realize it is super rare. Also, it's actually gotten a little bit rare because the mining pass isn't activated right now. I think it was like 1 in 64,000 or something like that, so we're probably going to get a new mining pass with the next update. So yeah, so I had to go grinding for more, so now I have 50 trillion, which would probably should be enough for the next 2 eggs, so I can just grind them. So yeah, but I actually finally, after like 4 days of just AFK grinding, okay, I actually, so from the challenges in the main world, when you play for like 1,000 hours, you get like the 20 hours boosts. Yeah, I use them, okay, because I needed to. But yeah, I finally got 1 of them, and then for the other 3 that I was missing, I just traded for them because I was not trying to spend like another 8 days just for another 2 or potentially 3 of the Frost Winged Hydra, so yeah, I just went ahead and traded for them. So now that we have all of them, let's go ahead and level them all up and give them enchantments. Okay then, I've gone ahead and leveled up all of the new pets, and I've also enchanted all of them, which is probably not the best thing to do, but either way, I've already done it. So now let's go over the stats, and we might as well go in indexed orders because that just makes the most sense. Starting with the Crystal Present, which is the only legendary pet from the Present Egg. It has 6.5k coins, 6k power, 942 speed, and 365 bells. To say it's the easiest legendary to get, its stats actually aren't too bad, although definitely not worth enchanting. Moving on to the Festive Egg Len, first off Len is going to be the Ribbon Dragon, which has 3.9k power, 3.8k coins, 1k speed, and 406 bells, which surprisingly is a lot weaker in terms of power and coins compared to the Crystal Present, and the two stats that are actually better are only slightly doing so. Next up is the Peppermint Hydra, which has 6.7k power, 4.4k coins, 1.6k speed, and 1.1k bells, which again, similar stats mainly being the power and coins are super close to the Crystal Present, although at least this time, the speed and the bells multipliers are far ahead. And the final legendary pet from the Festive Egg is the Stocking Boot, which has 12.5k power, 11.6k coins, 3k speed, and 2.8k bells. And I gotta say, it definitely wasn't worth using any enchantments on the pets from the first two eggs. Definitely a waste. Moving on to the best egg len, which is currently the Lunar Egg, until late update, which again will probably be later, but we are starting off with the Jolly Dual Con, which has 35k coins, 29k power, 4.7k speed, and 3.6k bells. Next up is the Gold Marshmallow, which has 113k power, 93k coins, 7.1k speed, and 5.8k bells, which finally, the stats have ramped up a lot, but I'm actually surprised by how good these stats are on the Gold Marshmallow because, to my knowledge, it's a fairly common pick, yeah, 1 in 6k, that's not too bad. The Demonic Penguin is the next pet we're going to be talking about, which is the tier 3 legendary. It has 130k power, 121k coins, 14.1k bells, and 7.8k speed, which, hey, is well over 100k power stats, but we aren't even done yet. Because the Lunar Egg actually has a tier 4 legendary pet, which is the Frost Winged Hydra, and it has 145k power, 139k coins, 14.1k bells, and 9.4k speed. And I did say before, but I actually didn't hatch 4 of these pets on my own. I only hatched 1 of them with a few days worth of grinding. I actually had to trade for the other 3, but the stats do make up for how rare it actually is. But for some reason, the bell multiply is the exact same on the tier 3 and the tier 4 pet. I'm not entirely too sure if this was intentional or if it's just an error on the dev's part. And that's all for the egg pets, but we aren't done yet because there is still the Santa Pufferfish, which is the pet you get from the shop. It has 124k coins, 121k power, 9k speed, and 6.4k bells. It's actually very close in terms of stats to the Demonic Penguin, but you don't actually have to grind that long, or at least I didn't for the Santa Penguins because you can just buy them, but there also is a downside being you can only get 1 shiny Santa Pufferfish unless I trade for more of them. And for people that are curious, here's what all of the pets look like, okay Len. So I think I gotta say my favorite is probably the Crystal Present, but there isn't a face, and the wings look backwards because I guess they are. I think the model is flipped around, but I gotta say this is probably my favorite, and it's yeah, it's by far the easiest of the legendary pets to get in this update. But I mean, the other ones are basically just kind of reskins, and also the Santa Pufferfish is literally just a pufferfish with a Santa hat on it, which I do like, but I can't say it's my favorite. I gotta say the Crystal Present is probably my favorite. However, for the Crystal Present pets, kind of every single pet you get from the Present Egg is kind of the exact same, so I can't really say it's super original, but I kind of like it either way.